Why did Hela only use one hand to completely shatter Thor's confidence in his own strength?
Not possible.
Darling, you have no idea what's possible.
Loki sensed something was seriously wrong, and immediately activated the Bifrost to escape, but Hela came after them anyway. Loki panicked and fought back, but Hela caught his weapon with one hand, and the next second, he got knocked clean off the Bifrost. Thor tried to fight back too, but Hela was just on a completely different level. She grabbed Thor by the throat, and he couldn't move at all. Then she lifted her leg, and kicked him off the Bifrost too. Hela followed the Bifrost straight to Asgard. The moment she landed, she could feel her power growing stronger by the second. The guards saw her and rushed to stop her, but against Hela, they stood absolutely no chance. Scourge took one look at the situation, and immediately made it clear he was just a regular guard. Hela figured he was smart enough to keep around, so she decided to bring him along. Then Hela walked straight up to the Asgardian army, and told everyone flat out that she was Odin's firstborn daughter, that Odin was now dead, and she was back to take the throne. The soldiers were completely confused, because no one had ever heard of this heir. The general grabbed his weapon, ready to take her out right then and there. The other soldiers charged at her too, but they were no match for Hela at all. Within no time, every single soldier was on the ground. Even the fleet up in the sky firing non-stop, couldn't touch her. Hela brought Scourge to Odin's vault. Inside was the Infinity Gauntlet, the casket of ancient winters, Surtur's crown, and even the Tesseract. But Hela had zero interest in any of it. She walked straight up to the eternal flame, took a piece of the fire, then conjured a massive weapon, and slammed it hard into the ground. The impact blasted open a huge pit in the floor. Hela grabbed the eternal flame and jumped right in. Buried down there were the bodies of her former soldiers, and even the giant wolf Fenris. Then in the next second, Hela slammed the eternal flame into the ground. Green energy exploded outward in every direction, and the skeleton army that had been lying dormant started rising back up one by one.
I've missed you. I've missed you all.
Scourge watched all of this happen, and immediately pledged his loyalty to Hela, saying he had been waiting for a chance to prove himself. Hela was pleased with his attitude. Then she conjured an axe and handed it to him, and declared that from this moment on, he was her personal executioner. But just as Hela was getting ready to lead her army, and conquer the universe once again, she suddenly realized, the key sword to the Bifrost was gone. It turned out Heimdall had already taken it. He had led the people of Asgard into a hidden cave in the mountains, and to open the door to the cave, it required his fingerprint. Meanwhile on the other side, Thor, who had been kicked off the Bifrost, crashed down onto the planet Sakaar. Not long after he hit the ground, he was immediately taken down by scavengers using shock weapons. Then Thor was brought before the Grandmaster. The Grandmaster was the one who ran Sakaar, and his greatest pleasure in life was watching people fight each other. So he told Thor that he had a champion no one had ever beaten, and if Thor could beat that champion, he would win his freedom back. Thor had no other options, so he had no choice but to agree to fight, and he was brought to the arena soon after. But what Thor never expected was that his opponent turned out to be an old teammate.